Hello, boys and girls. You've heard one book about Tacky, and here's another one. Sometimes an author and illustrator create a character that they both want to make more books about. That's how author Helen Lester and Lynn Munsinger must have felt about Tacky. Why do you think they might feel that way about him? This book is called 3 Cheers for Tacky. What clues does the title give you about the story? What can you tell from the penguin's clothes? Which one is Tacky? What do you think's happening here? Let's read to find out. There once lived a group of penguins in a nice icy land. One was goodly, one was lovely, one was angel, one was neatly, and one was perfect. And one was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. When they grew old enough, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and Tacky went to school. They read books. They wrote their names. They learned their numbers. How do you think things will go for Tacky at school? What does Tacky do differently from the others in each school activity? One day at school, the penguins noticed a sign with an exciting announcement. Their class had been invited to take part in the Great Penguin Cheering Contest. Penguin classes from all over the iceberg would be there, and the team with the finest cheers would win the shiny blue bow ties. Imagine what they could do with shiny blue bow ties. Right after school, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect hurried away to practice their cheer. Softly and properly they began. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. They did it beautifully, even the first time through. So, do the letters on the penguins' shirts match their names? Looks like that way to me. Then up waddled Tacky, a little late and a little loud. What's happening? He blared. We're practicing our cheer. That's what's happening, they replied. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky gave it a try. 1, 2, 3, left. A, B, C, right. Flop down. Roll over. Say, what's for supper? Tacky, they said patiently, we are a team, and if you are on the team, you must be exactly like the rest of us. He wanted very much to be on the team. So Tacky tried to cooperate and move with the stiff upper beak like the rest of them. But how could he see where he was going with the stiff upper beak in the way? Okay. How does Tacky feel about being on the team? Does he think he can be exactly like the others? What problems do you think he might have? And directions were not always easy. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. Where is everybody? He wondered. Tacky had trouble coming up with the proper costume. And his pom-poms were never quite right. Would this team ever have the chance to win the shiny blue bow ties? So look at the other penguins. What do you think they're thinking right now? The penguins practiced and practiced and practiced until finally, the day before the contest, 1, 2, 3, left, 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky got it right. How do the other penguins look when Tacky gets it right? The next morning, teams from all over the iceberg gathered for the penguin cheering contest. Each team waited nervously to perform. But no team was more nervous than Tacky's. Could he do it right? Just one more time? The first team marched on stage. Pip, 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 rah, and the judges looked bored. Another team marched forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sis, boom, ba, and backed off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the judges yawned. Why do you think the judges might be yawning? A third team chanted, wave the pom-pom, hold it high, bow politely, say goodbye, and the judges snored. Finally, there was only one team left, Tacky's. With quivering beaks, they faced the sleeping audience and the snoring judges. This was it. Notice the judges in the corner. What do you think will happen if they don't wake up? What do you think might happen next? Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and tacky began. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for crying out loud. The audience gasped, startled by Tacky's loud voice. The odd bird had tripped over the tails of his Hawaiian shirt and crashed belly down. His horrified teammates carried on. 1, 2, 3, right. Poor Tacky, now a bit muddled, pulled his sweater over his head. The sight of a headless penguin got the whole crowd laughing. Stand up, sit down, say good night. By now, the crowd was on its feet, begging for more. Bravo! That was great! Another cheer! So, how do you think the team feels about what Tacky is doing? How do the judges and the others in the crowd react? Tacky poked his head out. Another cheer? Well, if they insisted. He gave them a second cheer. 1, 2, 3, left. A, B, C, right. Flop down, roll over. Say, what's for supper? The crowd roared. The judges slapped each other on the back, and even the other penguin teams clapped wildly. Maybe they think that the team planned this. So Tacky led everyone in a third cheer. 1, 2, 3, yay! Rudy toot toot, hooray! Hi flippers, we're okay. Penguins everywhere gave high flippers. There was no question who wore the shiny blue bow ties home. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. The end.